What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to some more videos, and I'm here bringing you some information about Blazblue Cross Tag Battle, more so regarding the story mode of the game. Now, I'm going to be making this very quick video kind of explaining my thoughts and also some concerns that I may have for the story mode, since everybody is very anxiously waiting for more questions to be answered about the story mode and also the modes that are in the game and such. Because they released this Famitsu magazine article that you're seeing on screen, I'm really excited that they have at least told us something about the story mode. Now, I don't have the translated version of this magazine article. I only have the Japanese version. At the time being, I don't have a translated version of it. So if there is a translated version later down the line, go ahead and look at that. This video is mostly going to be speculating on what they're saying in the magazine article and predicting what the story mode could be like. So let's get right into it. First of all, we're introduced to this artwork that very much looks like a cover art. So I'm not sure if that's the final cover art or if that even is cover art, or if that's just artwork in general. We have been introduced to many concepts of what the cover art could look like. I don't know if this is another version of it, but I must say that the art for Blazblue Cross Tag Battle is fantastic. The portraits and the cover arts, or the ones that look like cover arts, look amazing. So I'm not sure what the cover art's going to be looking like, or if this is the final one, or if they're going to go with other ones as well. We're just going to have to wait and find out in the future. By the way, guys, from here on out, I'm just going to be expressing my feelings and kind of explaining to you guys what the story mode is with no editing. I'm just going in there raw. So let's get right into the story mode. So Blazblue Cross Tag Battle is going to feature something called episode mode for the story mode of the game, which is something that has not been done in any of these games up to this time. So episode mode is going to feature 4 different episodes for each franchise. Now, I'm not sure how it's going to be like. Like I said, we don't have too much information about the story mode, but we don't know if it's going to be something similar to a progression arc for each episode. So, for example, they start off the story in episode 1, they continue on in episode 2, 3, and 4, just keeps going as it goes on, and the final chapter will be 4. Or if it's going to be like specific arcs for that episode. So episode 1 will feature some characters like Ruby and Ragna and such. Episode 2 will be its own original thing again, with maybe Blake and Gordeau or something like that, and so on and so forth. Just individual stories for each episode. Me personally, I would love to have a progression story, just as all these 4 franchises intertwine with each other, and as they solve the solution or the problem of what the story mode gives them. So Dragon Ball FighterZ, that's something similar to an arc system. Now, get it? Arc system. An arc mechanic, so you would do the first arc and they would be a different story told, or be the same story told a different way. I hope they don't go this route, just because it just feels like it's a little bit lazy what the Dragon Ball story did, even though I did enjoy it and I did like the original concept of Android 21 and stuff in Dragon Ball FighterZ. But in BBTAG, they have a lot of source material to work with all these 4 franchises coming together. So I hope they do a good job bringing all these characters together for one big story mode. Now, I'm not sure if they're going to be adding things that people really want in the story mode. For example, gag reels. Gag reels are something that almost everyone wants in their story mode in BBTAG, mostly because they make for some hilarious, absurd, obnoxious moments that everyone loves for some reason. For example, if you guys don't know what a gag reel is once you're progressing the story, it gives you a choice, and if you choose the opposing choice that the game wants you to choose, then you go down a branching path where a non-canon hilarious moment happens, whatever the case. For example, these things can range between like the spectacle of Eros, which is a gag reel where Ragna puts on these glasses that Rachel gives him, and all of a sudden every girl in existence wants his D. You know what I mean? They want his Inferno divider. So it's crazy moments like that where people want to see them. They want to unlock every gag reel to see their favorite characters act a certain behavior and just have a good laugh. You know, it's very entertaining. It's fan servicey for fans to be able to watch their favorite characters just be completely like entertaining. And to be honest, some of them get really crazy, and I ended up experiencing some of my first gag reels in Blazblue Central Fiction, and I had a blast doing it. It spread from the spectacle of Eros to literally Platinum going on a campaign to stop everybody who has big boobs. I'm not kidding you. There's some crazy crazy stuff. And to have them incorporate something like that in this game, to see Ruby or to see Gordeau or Yu Narukami, some crazy gag reels for every character with everybody intertwining with each other would be fantastic. It would be so much fun to see all these characters have some gag reels and have some entertaining moments. With that being said, I do have some concerns for the magazine article that they have showcased the episode mode. Now, my biggest concern is most definitely the portraits for what they're showing off the game. So as you can see in the magazine article, they're using the character select portraits to interact with each character. So that's usually how it works with visual novels. You have portraits there, maybe they shake, maybe they animate, but for the most part it's just a portrait there, and you have two portraits there depending on how many characters are there, and they speak to each other. You read the dialogue, you get some voice acting. That's how visual novels work. Now in BlazBlue, Uniel, and in Persona, they have character specific portraits for what's happening on screen, you know? So for example, if Ragna is angry, he takes out his sword with a very angry face. If he is hurt, then he makes a hurt face, a portrait with a hurt face, etc., etc. You know, you get the point. And they do this for almost every character, and people love this stuff because they love seeing like different portraits and such. And for the most part, I do not see that here. I have a feeling that they're only going to be doing these portraits there, and I really hope that I'm wrong on this feeling, because I would love to see different portraits for each character. Like for example, a soul idol portrait of just Ruby standing there, or of Ruby being flustered or something, or of Weiss, you know, just standing there majestically, or of Weiss just having her hand over her mouth and just going, oh, 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 you know, stuff like that would be great. I'm not sure if they're going to be doing that here because that's how they showcased here. Now, of course, they still have some time till the game comes out, so they can provide some portraits and draw some new portraits for them to express the emotion of the character as the situation calls for. So I'm really, really hoping that they change this. That's probably my biggest concern, is that they get lazy and they just use the character select portrait for every interaction that they have. I mean, if you want to have a really good story mode or an interactive story mode, you need something more than just the character select portrait. I really am hoping that it's just placeholders for the magazine right now, because if they do end up doing something similar to this, I'm pretty sure there's not going to be any cutscenes for the game. If there is, oh my god, I'm going to be very, very excited. I highly doubt it though. But because there's no cutscenes or anything like that, having this format of just the character select screen portraits is very lazy in my opinion. So they need something to be stimulating people with the eyes, because no matter how interesting the story is, if you just have Ragna standing there like he always stands there when he's like sad, when he's like about to cry, maybe someone died or something, then the people are going to be very turned off and be like, I wish the portrait, there was a specific character portrait of Ragna being kind of sad or having his head down or something like that, or not having Ragna just be on point and just wanting to kill everybody at every given moment. So yeah, that's my biggest concern for story mode. As of right now, do I wish the story mode was a little bit different, as in like it was just an elaborate story mode with everybody collaborating together? Yeah, I would love that over this system, but at the same time, this is a new system that they have, or this is a new format that they haven't done yet, and I'm actually excited to see what they have to offer in terms of all these characters intertwining with each other, what kind of interactions they're gonna have and such. So I'm excited to see the story mode, but at the same time, like I was saying about the portraits, if they just stick with the character select portraits, I'm gonna be very, very disappointed with the story mode, because they should make character specific portraits for what the situation calls for. So anyways, guys, that's my concerns. That's what I've came to here to tell you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. What do you guys think about the BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle story mode? Do you guys like this format? Do you guys would rather have the single story mode, just all intertwined in one big story mode? That's what I was kind of hoping for, but I can't complain. I mean, if it's still a good story mode, it's a good story mode. But like I said, the concern of the portraits really makes me doubt if this is going to be good or not. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for me today. What do you guys think of this? Like I said, follow me on Twitter for more information or about me and about the channel, and also subscribe to the channel for more BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. Also, like the video if you guys want to see more information about BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. Let me know if you guys like this type of video. And yeah, that's going to be it for me today, guys. I'm signing off. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everybody.